Universal Audio is giving away a free plugin for a limited time that is modeled after one of the most famous mixing consoles ever made, and most people have no idea just how powerful this is. In this video, I'll show you how to get it for free, how to use it, and why it sounds so good, and I'll also share with you 3 practical ways to actually use it in your productions so you feel like you've actually upgraded your entire setup. I'm talking about the UA-610 tube preamp and EQ collection, which is actually 2 plugins in one. So first off, what is the 610 plugin tube EQ bundle modeled after, and what makes them special? Well, they are designed to be modeled after the 610 tube console that was designed by Bill Putnam Sr. back in 1960, I believe, when it was first released. And instead of trying to be clean, it was designed to sound good when you pushed it. And this was great because this is one of the first consoles that did that, because back then a lot of the consoles were designed more for broadcast, radio, and just the spoken voice. And you didn't have as many musical sounding consoles that we're familiar with today. And that became, you know, all the rage in the 70s, 80s, and so on. And so this was kind of the first one released in 1960 that actually colored the sound, added saturation, and made everything to sound warmer and way more musical. And so this console was used to record artists like Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles, Neil Young, and even Van Halen. So to pick this up, just click my link in the description below and you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. And for right now, you can download this for free. It says for a limited time, so I don't know how long this will be free. So if you're watching this video months or years later, maybe it's no longer free, but I would encourage you to keep watching because you might decide you want to pick this up anyway, because it's just kind of a cheat code to getting your mix to sound amazing. All right, so here's what the plugins look like. And so you have the 610A preamp and EQ and the 610B preamp and EQ. So the A is like the vintage model straight off of the 1960s console. And then the B is the more modernized version of it. So if you're wanting a more vintage sound, use the A. If you're wanting a more modern sound, use the B. And so we'll just go over the controls real quick on how to use this. So you have the input gain switch here on the A. You got low, off, and high. Off actually bypasses the plugin. And so what this is doing is it's basically an amplifier. So if you want to have more gain and more saturation going in, or less. So low would be less, high would be more. So here's the EQ sections. We got -6, 0, +6 on the low frequency, -6, 0, +3, +6 on the high frequency. And so you can see the EQ curve here. So if we put this at 0, already it's rolling, starting to roll off around what, 47-ish hertz on the lows, and it's rolling off the highs. And that's what happens with saturation of all kinds. I know tape saturation is a big one with this, but this is tube saturation in general. They tend to kind of roll off the lows and the highs, which is actually what we want. It's a little bit more pleasing, a little bit more musical. And so here it starts at 10. So that's interesting, 10K. Yeah, we'll put the -6 here and you can see the cut that it's doing. Very nice, smooth curve there, starting at around 400-ish. Then you have this mic and line switch here, and this is what's on actual consoles. If you ever worked with a mixing console, the line switch would be if you're using the actual line input. So if you're plugging in a TRS guitar cable into the console, you would use line. And then if you were plugging in like an XLR mic into the console, you would flip this up to mic. And you can see, wow, the difference on the curve there. And so mic would give a big boost to the gain. And then you also have this pad here to protect the microphone. So to turn that off. So because your mics are more sensitive, you don't want to break them with a lot of gain. And here's a polarity switch. You can switch the polarity. And then here we just have the input level, and then we have the output. So how much of that console saturation we want to add to it.
They'll never see eternity, stars that don't fall. Eternity.
So that's pretty aggressive because we got the mic. If we go back to line, it's not going to be as aggressive.
Stars that don't fall against the night's wall. They'll never see eternity.
So without it, I feel like it just sounds kind of boring. So it really warms it up and just adds more energy to it. And you can this really adds up as you apply it across your mix. And so let's see, I've got it applied here across all these backing vocals.
Stars that don't fall against the night's wall. They'll never see eternity. Stars that don't fall against the night's wall. They'll never see eternity. Stars that don't fall against the night's wall. They'll never see.
So really cool. And then we see, I threw it on this lead vocal too. Here I'm using the B version, so the more modern version.
Stars that don't fall against the.
So unfortunately with this analyzer, you can't actually hear it while you're making adjustments. So this is what it looks like. This is tube color that I'm using. This is a tube preamplifier here up here. So you're adding how much gain you're adding. Input gain, output gain, level here. So this basically is controlling the distortion characteristics. So if you're wanting to add a little bit of distortion, increase it, less, bring it down. And so we got the EQ going on here. So we got 70 that we're cutting. So you can see the different levels there. Boosting at 200. Whoa. So very big, wide curves here. 7K we're cutting. That's what a boost would look like.
The night's wool, but there's a fire they'll never see. Pulling me toward eternity. Stars that don't fall, a wasted race against the night's wool, but there's a fire they'll never see. Pulling me toward eternity.
So again, warms it up, sounds really nice. I think I threw it on the drum kit too. First plugin here, so it's like the preamp as it's going through the console. So it's just really a great way to add console saturation to all of your tracks and just make your entire mix sound richer, warmer, more analog. Very rich, warm, very nice. You can really hear that kick better too. It just feels kind of weak and lifeless without it. It's really, I mean, it's definitely not a huge difference, but to me, it really adds up as you place it across your track, and it just takes stuff that sounds kind of flat and just brings them to life. Is just how it sounds to me. It's like so cool. Let's just use bass, synth bass. Sounds kind of nice. I don't think I want to take out the highs, so. Just gives more weight to everything. Lead vocal, backing vocal. So let's hear how these sound without and with them in.
Stars that don't fall, a wasted race against the night's wool, but there's a fire you'll never see, pulling me toward eternity. Stars that don't fall, a wasted race against the night's wool, but there's a fire you'll never see, pulling me toward eternity. Stars that don't.
So it's not going to take a bad mix and make it amazing or anything like that, but it really adds a lot of sweetness, a lot of weight, a lot of just richness and warmth to your production. especially if you're working inside the box, just in the dock. Now, speaking of plugins, definitely check out this video's sponsor, which is Lander. You might know them for their AI mastering, but they got so much more than that, especially if you get their studio plan, which is absolutely amazing. It's like the all-in-one toolkit for musicians to help you create, mix, master, and release your music, because they've got distribution, but they also got tons of plugins for you, and they are always updating this and adding more plugins all the time. You can see they got this major update coming to Mix Checker Ultra. I'm excited for that. I just learned about that just now. Really cool. And you can see, look, new. All these plugins were just added. I haven't even had a chance to use these yet. I can't wait to try these out. And look, these are all have a nice analog goodness to them. So you can see all these different plugins you get when you sign up with Lander Studio. And a lot of these, right, you actually will own them outright. So even if you cancel your subscription, you'll still have access to these. So many awesome plugins here. You also got access to thousands of sample credits. So that means you can actually download thousands of samples using your songs. Again, the AI mastering, and also I think you have the best distributor as well. So this is a fantastic subscription to have. If you want to have only like one subscription for music, this is the one. And you can also get 20% off your Lander subscription when you use my link. I'll have that posted in the description below. So definitely check this out. It has been absolutely amazing to have. Now, if you love free plugins, then definitely check out my video on the screen right now. Just click that box and that will take you to my video breaking down one of the absolute best free reverb and delay plugins out there that will absolutely transport your tracks to another world. So definitely check out that video now.